guys. Can you hear me okay? Let's see. All right, everybody. Awesome. Audio okay. Can you see the screen, Veronica? I saw you said you can't see it. Let me make sure you see it. And let's get started. I have a screen up with a picture of myself. Just background information. So I've been doing local marketing in one way or another since '96. I actually started doing IM in '94, and myself and a roommate. I was just out of college a couple years. We made a product that we sold on America Online, and it's a funny story for another day. But you guys will get a kick out of it. But I've been doing primarily local. I've tried everything you can possibly try in internet marketing. I've done my share of ecom. I've done affiliate stuff, product creation. I will tell you, bang for buck, the best and most lucrative money you guys can find that most people can achieve a real income. Not just some people, but most, if not all, involves local clients. And with Video Chief and with some of the other products and training that you probably have from Joshua and from others that you trust, local clients are a ripe target because it's not as competitive as it is in the online affiliate world. So when you think about that, just kind of frame what you're doing in your business. I've actually used my internet marketing. I bought two car dealerships with the proceeds, used car dealerships with the proceeds from my business. And I actually used the same thing I'm going to talk to you about tonight to get elected to local political office. So what I'm talking to you about is very, very real. And I'm super excited to share. So let me move on. First, I said a free gift. I'm going to give you two gifts. One right now at the beginning because you shouldn't have to wait, and one at the end. The one at the end is better. So this is a pretty cool course I created, and I've never sold it. It's never been available outside of my internal clients. So it's never been on JVZoo, Warrior Forum, any of these places. I took like 25 niches, and I created a bunch of emails. And then what I did is I created lists of businesses in each niche, and I mailed all the email subject lines to see where I could get the best response, where I could get the highest open rates so that I could land clients using email. And this is the front end and OTO of the course that I sold internally to my people. All you need to use is the link above, and I want you guys all to have it as a courtesy. This is live, William. Thank you for asking. I totally understand. I'll put the link in the chat for you so you have it, and then I want to get moving on the training. But I wanted to do this as a gift and to give it to you guys. You'll have full access, and there you go. So moving forward, you have that. If you didn't catch it, it's in the links in the chat box. So first and foremost, I always like to do this when I'm talking about training and local marketing because it seems to me that most local marketers have the exact same two problems. So all of us, whether you're involved in local or internet marketing, regardless, have probably been where this cartoon is. Where we're talking about there's this guy, this cartoon guy, and he's running out of money before he ran out of month. And you can see the bills that he has on the counter, right? Let's see.
And guys, for those of you that are saying the form isn't accepting submissions, I'm on it. I'm talking with Brian's assistant, and we'll get it fixed.
Thanks, Joshua. I just saw those
Yeah.
coming through, you guys. We'll make sure we get it fixed for you. So thank you, Joshua.
Yeah.
All right. She told me she double-checked everything. There we go. No, on a serious note, you guys, when you run into problems like this, we've all been there. When I was 23, I was in like $1,500 of credit card debt. Now, it doesn't sound like very much probably nowadays, right? But back then, it was like all the money in the world. I couldn't even fathom how I somehow owed $1,500 in credit card debt, right? So, regardless, 1,500, 15,000, not enough money for the month. We've all been in these stressful situations over and over again. So, let's talk about it. Let's talk about this. Most of us start here. Some version of here. Could be an apartment, could be a home that you rent or you own, a modest home, maybe a nice car, or a late model car like the one in the middle. But unfortunately, you've got this problem. which is a stack of debt and bills. It could be college student loans. It could be credit card debt. It could be any number of things that stresses your life, right? Nick, no doubt, right? That was a long time ago, my friend, but no doubt. So, okay. When you have this, the reason we got involved, all of us, me too, and everybody on this call, got involved in internet marketing is to somehow go from this to this. Now, it doesn't mean you got to have a mansion like this place or a big Mercedes Benz or a boat. All those things would be nice. For me, look, I'm married with 4 kids. I'm in my late 40s now. And living large for me is a house with, I've got like 2 more years on my house payment. It'll be done. And I have a bunch of paid off cars and assets. I don't really have that kind of debt anymore. And I'm able to spend time with my kids. I was able to run for school board and volunteer in my town and be more present in my life instead of feeling like I was disconnected because of a job or something. So I think all of us want to somehow get from that point where we're just getting by, the job, right, to a point where we're living comfortable and maybe living large, right? And how do we do it, right? How do we do it? All right. 2 problems. Everybody has the same 2, I promise. I've been doing coaching in the local space for 10 years. And I will tell you, if I could somehow run like some kind of stats on my brain on the problems everybody has, it's like 90% they all need more clients. And then like 10% it's fulfillment. All right? Yeah, Charlie said retire comfortably. Daniel said he absolutely wants to quit the job. I totally can relate. I had a job paying almost $200K. I was a VP at a software company. I was bloody miserable. And the people I worked with were cool. I just didn't want to work for the man. I wanted to work for myself. I knew I could do it, and eventually I just did. So how do you do it? How do you solve these problems, and how do you kind of move forward, right? All right, let's just do it. I'm going to get right into it. I'm going to give you a bunch of examples, and we're going to address the elephant in the room, the exact problem that probably stops most of you from achieving the success you need. Local marketing. When I use the word local marketing, let me describe what I'm trying to say. I'm talking about internet marketing that we're providing to local businesses, to brick and mortar businesses in your town. I don't care if you live in Miami or if you're in Atlanta like me, or if you're on the West Coast, New England, middle America. It doesn't matter. There are businesses everywhere, and they all need to be able to compete for clients online. Very, very important. It's possibly the biggest opportunity that's come along in advertising in decades, right? It's still happening. You didn't miss it. Just because you heard about it over the last couple of years, the hype fest online, it doesn't matter, you guys. This is here, and it's in a big, big way. And there's some changes that are happening that will allow you to explode your business. I like this chart. They don't have a new one yet, and I keep asking them to create a new one for me. This is almost 2 years old. It's like 18 months old, but you know what? It shows that local spend in the online space is bigger 18 months ago than radio, TV, and newspaper combined. It's bigger than the combination of all those others below. And when you start thinking about that, it can be local in any area, Robert. I just mean with local businesses, right? It can be anything you want that involves clients, because clients need help and they're willing to pay you. And as you can see here, the great shift that we all know about, we're all on the savvy side, it's happening, and it's a big, big way. Now, another thing that you may not have known, a lot of you guys are involved in video, like with Video Chief and other similar products. So you may say, I'm going to help clients, I'm going to do video. Well, let me tell you this. I don't know, has anybody ever taken some training? Joshua, maybe you guys have done things on Facebook ads or on email marketing or other things, other services, right? Because the majority of local clients, they want to work with one vendor. So what that means is you can actually sell additional services to them outside of your expertise. You may lead with video, which probably makes sense if you have some of the done-for-you materials that I've seen, but they will eventually ask you for more, right? So you have to be ready, and don't say, hey, I only do video, let me call somebody else, because there's money to be made. I used to say I only do SEO, and it took me forever to get on the bandwagon with other technologies because I was so loyal. And the reality is my clients wanted to buy all these other services. So it's important to just keep that in mind. The opportunity that all of us have, it's the same. I don't care if you've been in this business 20 years or if this is your first week. It's very, very similar. There truly is a gold rush that's going on around the world, US, Canada, Western Europe for sure. I've seen it in Australia. Everywhere you can think of, this is happening. And it allows you to create multiple revenue streams. So whether you're focused on SEO, whether you're focused on authority, websites even, more old school, right? Leads. Leads is so hot right now, guys. Reputation. That's kind of had, a big flare up the last few years. Mobile marketing. And then, of course, we all know video, right? So with Video Chief, you have this technology, right? You have this asset. And what you need to do is get it in the hands of local clients, because you have the fulfillment already. All you need is the client in this case. So how do we get there, right? How many of you, give me a show of hands, how many of you are talking to at least 10 or 15 clients, let's call them prospects a month? How many of you have 10 or 15 businesses that either call you or you get referred or you go out and cold call every month? Are you talking to that many? Are you talking to more? Let me know, just so we see where you're at. Daniel said he pitched 2 doctors. Shelly said more, 6, a lot of zeros. Okay, so 2 a month, 8 a month, 20 a month. That's pretty cool, Patrick. 4 peeps waiting. I need some more. 3 a week. Okay, I like this. You guys are hardcore. You're better than most people that I speak to. But the key to you selling any of these services, because I don't care what you sell, is you have to be able to fill your funnel, right, with prospects. You have to have opportunities at bats from people that actually might want to buy what the heck you're selling. So how do you land these video clients? How do you land them? How do you get them to connect with you, to actually take you up on maybe an offer, maybe anything you have, right? There's got to be a way. Traditional way is that people they struggle, they get frustrated, they're not good at sales, and they get demoralized. I don't know about you guys, but I've seen so many people that they break down at the part where it involves figuring out somebody that could buy what they want to sell and identifying them and going out and doing that, right? That seems to be a challenge. Even this is from McKinsey & Company Consulting. Daily sales, even professional salespeople, guys and girls that sell professionally, they spend 40% of their time selling and 60% of their time doing admin. If I had to be honest, I probably spend 80% of my time doing admin and 20% selling. That's just being truthful. So, let's see. Even the guys that are professional cold callers, it takes them 8.5 cold calls to actually get a live person on the phone. Crazy. Maybe that's why I don't do it. And then they get 20 seconds to make that magic happen, where they're actually talking to somebody, a prospect, and maybe they may be interested in. But the harsh reality is very few people are interested. Typically, they hear about half of them say they're not interested, or call me back later. I haven't looked at it, in terms of like an email or something, or just send me an email. So takes, with 11% that say yes, it's almost 1 out of 100 cold calls to get to somebody that says yes. It's crazy. And you can only get so many referrals to build your business. There's only so many referrals that are going to happen, right? So you got to be thinking, how do you kind of cut through this maze? How do you cut through this web of getting clients? By a show of hands, if you have less than 5 clients, put a 1. If you have more than 5 clients, put a 2. And let's just see where you guys are at. I can tell already it's a pretty advanced group, so I love it. So less than 5 clients, give me a 1, more, give me a 2. Okay, yeah, Nick's got more. Lots of you were less. Mark's got more. Paul and Patrick have more, but lots and lots are less. I'd say 80% are less than 5, and about 20% of you are more than 5. Hey, Ann Ashmore. I know you're more than 5. Let's see. Okay, so all of you guys face this struggle. You need a shortcut. You need to be able to get from point A to point B and actually sign clients, cut deals, right? So what if you could get prospects calling you every day? What if instead of like hoping beyond hope that you get a referral or you bump into somebody, maybe at a networking group or what if you could control the stream of people that call you? What if businesses, like let's say you're in Miami like Joshua, and let's say you were calling on AC contractors, because we all know how hot it can be in Miami, right? So what if you could message these guys and have them, the ones that are interested, call you back? So what if every day you had 5 to 15? Remember, some of you had that much a month, but what if you can get that many every day, right? You're starting to see it, I can tell. So what if you could have 40 a day? Maybe you got a team. You can do that. Heck, look at that. I didn't even, that was not intentional. Look at, you can see the call at the bottom, 2 minutes, 46 seconds from Miami. There you go, Josh. Let's see.
That's awesome.
What if you wanted to fulfill for your client? So I know you guys are doing video, but as an upsell to the video, what if you also wanted to generate additional leads to kind of give it a kickstart? Here's an insurance client of mine, 65 calls over the course of a week. And what if I told you I got paid every single valid call I got paid? $22. And what if you could have 10 of those, right? Yeah, Robert said he'd be quitting the day job. Nicole said that's awesome. Hell yes, Roy, I like it. So, 65, guys. How about this? I got a new client on somewhere in May. This is over just a couple days, 64 calls. All right, out in Vegas, 64 calls. Somebody said, does it have to be my local area or anywhere? Well, I live in Atlanta, whoever asked that question, and this is in Las Vegas. So here is one of our members who I believe is a South Florida guy. I don't know him, honestly, Joshua, but he generated 38 calls over, it looks like a day and a half. This is a split test that I was helping him run. So he could drive local businesses to call him, and he was going to sell, I believe he's doing Facebook ads. I'm not 100%, but I believe he was Facebook ads. So.
And that's another perfect example. He's from South Florida, and both calls that show there are Arizona.
That's right. And look at that one call, 9 minutes and 16 seconds. It doesn't get much better than that. 2 minutes and 15. So it's solid. This is just the other day. This is June 26th. Yeah, I grabbed this screenshot and then I promptly went on vacation for the 4th. But this is typical. You can get calls. You can do this from anywhere. I don't care where you want to sell. You don't need to be technical. You don't need to be a sales star. You can have a day job. I know a few of you said you did. Some of you are brand new, and some of you have been here a while. Very, very simple. I've been tweaking this product for 3 years. And I've in the last 3 months, I've done so much to this, and I have so much more coming that I literally get fired up talking about it because it's changing everything about my day business, right? Yep. Eleanor, we will have a recording, so I totally understand. These Daniel asks, so Brian, are these leads for our business or leads for other businesses? How about both, Daniel? 100% for your business, but you can also use it to generate leads for other people's business. Okay, so what are we doing? So fundamentally, I realized a few things about myself. That if I was in a conversation with someone that was interested in what I was talking about, I was actually pretty good at talking about what the heck I wanted to talk about. So if it was video, I could talk video marketing to somebody when I knew they were interested. But when I knew I couldn't do, because I tried it before and I just wasn't very good, was cold call people all day trying to get them, even with automated technologies, trying, when they pick up, trying to hit them with my script. And I wasn't good at it. And I didn't like it, but I knew it worked. And I knew the numbers eventually worked out if I did it. And it came to me actually over a beer with a friend of mine out in Las Vegas, a good friend of mine. And I said, what if we just send messages to their voicemail, these businesses, these prospects, voicemail machines, and we actually try to avoid talking to them? Because I had to be honest, I didn't really want to talk to them unless they were interested in what I wanted to talk about, right? Yeah, Paul, no ring voicemail, right? Absolutely. And Nick said this is almost better than just answering the phone as a business. Because I hate cold calling. Nicole said she hates it. Nick said it sucks. We can all agree on that. I bet all of us agree. I wanted to leave a voicemail without ringing the phone. All right, and that's what we put together. Very easy. There's never a call placed, so there isn't a charge to the subscriber. Now, most people have unlimited calling, and they don't have to pay for receiving calls. But if you paid, you would never see a call on your details because it's a server-to-server communication. You bypass the phone and go straight to voicemail. We started out with one method. We now have 4 methods that we use to get delivery. And that's all been over the last year as we've continued to increase the delivery. And we go right from our server to the telephone company server. And we use the language of the internet. We use TCP/IP. Did I say that right? TCP/IP. So, let me see. Compliant. Right now, in the US and Canada, this technology is 100% compliant with existing laws. Now, if you guys wanted to know my honest opinion, in the next 2 or 3 years, I expect them to regulate this technology aimed at consumers. They'll never regulate it aimed at businesses, so they're not out to protect businesses. So the nice thing is now we're doing something, unlike SMS texting, which is pretty effective. There's a lot of laws against that. What we're doing here is compliant with existing laws. All right, so yes, somebody said, Brian, can you do more than a cell phone? Can you do a voice over IP or a landline? I'm glad you asked. So, yes, we can. All right, how does it work? Let's just dive into it a little bit more. What's the process like, and how can it work for me with Video Chief, with other things that I focus on, Facebook? It doesn't matter what you're doing. This is what I want you to spend a few minutes at. If you leave here with nothing but the free gifts, there's 2 free gifts, and this slide. So let's take a second. What is this really saying, you guys? This is the real problem for any local marketer. It's also the real problem for any affiliate marketer, for any e-com marketer, and I'll tell you what it is, right? I'll tell you this. You have to have a lot of prospects because we're not all closing 1 out of 1 or 1 out of 2. So if you get 5 prospects a month, you may close 1 out of 5 or 6, meaning you might not even get any deals. And it's very common. And most people don't even have 5, looking at the numbers, although some of you had a lot of prospects, which is impressive, you guys. But the vast majority of you have very little, 0 to no prospects. And until you solve the whole funnel, until you can fill that top of the funnel with activity so that you can generate, hot leads and proposals, you're not going to get enough deals, right? You're not going to get enough deals. Hey, I'm going to stop really fast. For those of you that didn't hear, we're going to send out a link. Joshua's going to send it out after the call. Looks like there's something broken in the URL on the link, but there's going to be 2 free gifts, and he's going to send them both out. At the end of the call, we're going to tell you the second free gift for everybody that stuck around. No matter what, everybody gets the first free gift no matter what, but only those on at the end are going to get the second gift, and we'll let GoToWebinar tell us who that is. So, all right. This problem with local marketers is ubiquitous. They just don't have enough leads. They don't have enough prospects. prospects. And it's not that, we're not all Grant Cardone sales stars, right? We're not. So for us to be successful, we need to make sure we have a lot of prospects. And once you get this thing figured out, the 80 or 90% of you that said you had 5 clients or less, you'll start to turn that around. It'll start to change. All right, let's move forward. So I think you have to forgive me. I have SEO on the I do have SEO on the slide. I do a lot of SEO work, and I do some video SEO as well. So if you're landing clients, it can be video. It can be video chief stuff that you're trying to deploy locally, right? It could be anything you want. One thing you have to realize is you have to put the power of numbers in your favor. Because if you're just going to hope you get a referral, it's not going to work. If it would have worked, it probably would have happened by now for most of you. So 94% actually listen to your marketing message. Now, the reality, though, just because they hear it, most people do hear your message, but the vast majority of those people, they do what? They hit delete. They could care less about what you have to say. That's the vast majority of the people, and that's why you don't want to cold call, okay? So if you closed 1 out of 7, if you're an average salesperson, kind of about where I am, if you had 22 prospects coming in and you can close 1 out of 7, that's 3 new clients. I mean, what if you did this every single week? So what do you guys charge for videos? Somebody give me some prices. What do you charge a local client for the video work that you're doing? Give me some numbers if you don't mind. Yeah, 1,000. Fong said $997. 250 pounds, $250, $300, $300 and up, 1,000 Kayla. I like it. So we're talking 300 to 1,500, right? So I like this one. Nick charges it based on the length. Very cool. So what if you could do 3 a week? What if you could sell 3 videos a week, right? And let's just pick $500. I'll take on the lower end of what you guys said. So that's $1,500 a week, each and every week. And I'm assuming you have a continuity built into that. So you're able to build your business only talking to people who called you, not having to put yourself in any kind of uncomfortable situation where you're cold calling, walking in, or hitting up friends and family. So basically, you're sending out a marketing message to businesses about whatever you want to sell. And the ones that are interested, which will be a small percentage, they're going to call you. And those are the people you talk to. And everybody who normally would blow you off, you're not even going to speak to. All right, let's go. So I mentioned you could do lead gen as well. So I know Anna does some stuff with contractors and roofers. So you can target roofers or any kind of contractor or business that may need leads. Insurance agents. There was somebody who said he was in insurance earlier. Insurance agents thrive on leads, right? So same principles apply. Majority of the people will listen to your message, although the vast majority of those will delete it. But still, when the power of numbers are in your favor, your client's going to get a lot of calls. Your client's going to close, let's just say 6, 7, 8 out of that, right? So you're talking about 4 to 5 new jobs that this roofer closed. You could have charged him a flat fee per month or a flat dollar amount per lead. Either one. Doesn't matter in the lead gen model. So it's just another way you can do it. All right? Yeah, Paul Feinstone just said, live or die by new business flow in insurance. For sure. And you guys, I've been adding insurance clients each and every week like clockwork since September. And you know what? I think I've lost 1, and we're over 50. So it's crazy. Let me give you some social proof from some of the members. Here's one of the guys in automotive. His name's Ed News. He's out in Denver area. He knocked down 3 car dealers at $2,500 a month. Pretty cool. This is one I did in automotive here east of Atlanta. And I had a connection, truthfully, with the GM. But this guy dropped $5,000 a month with me to do voice drops out to drive traffic into their store. As you can see in the picture on the bottom, that store is a ghost town. So We generated more used car traffic, more service department revenue for them. They get excited about that. Bud Clark, he's a marketer who was doing a franchise, a test with a national franchise. He generated so many calls, they asked him if he could slow it down, right? Yeah, JL just said, Brian, have you ever done a follow-up voice drop to your list? Yes, JL. Actually, I do that often, so we can talk about that at Q&A at the end. Brian Dunn just said, so fast it surprised me. He did a voice drop with 9 numbers. I usually do 100, 200 numbers at a time. Within the first 30 seconds, he got an appointment scheduled. Crazy, guys. This is all real. I don't know most of these people. I just took these screenshots. Scott Jones out in Phoenix, he got 10 messages in 48 hours, 3 of which were smoking hot. Yes, Rodney Dyson, and I'll talk about it later, but the short answer is yes. Brian Gibbs, first day, boom, prospect right away. Called him up wanting to talk. Ken Manerick down in Florida, first sale on the first call he made. All right. Real estate. Real estate in general for a lot of people isn't a great niche, especially SEO types. But with video, with lead gen, real estate's a great niche. And here's 3 different guys. Glenn Johnson on the right, Shane on the bottom, and Steve. Steve's doing so much up in Minnesota that he actually became licensed as an agent so that he could get a share on the commission when homes are sold. Pretty cool. Okay. David Hebert up in New England. He's doing cleaning clients. He's got a cleaning business, home cleaning, right? And he also has a digital marketing agency. He knocked down 3 cleaning jobs in 10 minutes from a small list of 68. I don't know Thad personally, but I love this. The screenshot's a little bad, but it says, my phone rang for 15 straight minutes. I don't know about you guys, but my phone never rings for 15 straight minutes. At least it never used to. And he makes a tongue-in-cheek comment. He could only answer 5 calls. This is a good one. I don't know this gentleman at all, and this is insurance, Paul and others. Gennaro said, notice the timestamp on this. This was from February when I grabbed this. I just went through and grabbed a few. February, Gennaro said, I did my first landline drop. So he did voice messages to landlines, right? And his phone is rocking this morning. I've received 6 callbacks from people, and all but 1 listened to the message. So that means 5 heard the message and called back. 1 just saw they had a missed call, and they called. And then he found out that he wasn't good on the phone, and he goes on to talk about that. But seriously, by 10 a.m., 6 people, insurance, interested in what he's trying to sell them. Stacy Stanley, $1,400 deal her first week. Spencer, he's doing carpet cleaning, I believe, up in Canada, in Ottawa. I don't know him, but I love this one. Incredible success, better than 10% callback, and I'm signing clients at a high rate, right? Okay. And I'm going to end with this one. This one cracks me up every single time. Anna, if you're still on, you remember this guy. He was Brent at the live event that you were at with us. And Brent sends a message. He's from Minnesota also. Sean, who's one of my team, it says, Sean, you made my phone ring. In fact, it was too fast, in caps here. I could not keep up for the first half hour. If this is the slowest pace, which it wasn't, this must be addressed. How many opportunities did I miss? In the first hour, I was only able to take 10 live calls. 2 were not interested or hung up. 8 qualified leads with full contact info. 2 wanted an immediate quote. Guys, I don't know about you, but this is a much better problem. If you're whining and complaining about something, let it be about too many customers and prospects calling. And I tease him about this, but it's true. Okay. Let's see. All right, I'm gonna get right to it because there's so many good questions, you guys. I'm gonna give you a no BS, no sales pitch and just kind of explain our software And I'll do it real matter-of-factly. Feel free to interrupt, lob some questions in. There's a bunch that came in. I'm going to go back and scroll in a second. So if this is interesting to you, if the concept of having prospects who might want to buy your videos or your Facebook ads, if having them call you is appealing to you, if being able to control how many prospects are in your pipeline makes sense, give me a 1 in the Q&A box, and let's move this thing forward. I'm going to take a quick sip of water, and we're going to move on here. All right, awesome. No, thanks, Kirby. Yeah, I appreciate it. Okay, let's do it. 2 versions, you guys. No fluff. Standard. These are one-time pays. Let me answer that. I see a bunch of questions. Standard or premium? So I've created 2 versions, standard and premium. So premium is $100 more. Somebody's asking how much, and I'll tell you in a minute. Okay. So standard, I give you some white label capabilities. I let you add other users, VAs, clients. You can deliver voicemail messages to cell phones, okay? Key phrase, to cell phones. Yes, Steve Roth. Full branding control, right? It's server to server. You can do it yourself, manage it. You get some reporting, you get some DNC compliance, all that kinds of stuff, right? Cool. All right, this is our standard version. Now, premium. Now, premium adds some cool features. How many of you maybe have a day job and you need to control when this stuff happens? Maybe you're limited on time. Because what we add in here is scheduling and a targeting feature. We'll talk about that. We also add in the ability to go to landlines and to voice over IP. You can go to digital landlines as well. Yes, absolutely. Dave, we have a UK version that is coming out actually later this month, so in July. But no, the current version is US and Canada, Dave Wilcock. So, all right, we have the ability to control the caller ID. So why would you want to do that? Imagine you're sending a message and you want to know when those people call back, did they listen to my message or are they just calling me back? So what you can do with the custom caller ID management feature is you can say, show that the call comes from 555-1234, but in the message, show that it was from 555-4321 or something. And so then you know, based on what number they call you back on, you know if they listen to your message. Cool. Okay, those are the 2 versions. They're very, very similar. Premium just gives you more features. It's $100 more. Split testing. I do a lot of split testing. The slide is out of place, but I test each and every week. I'm conducting a test. I usually fund the test and I let the members participate. Most recently, we did direct sales. We did network marketing. We did roofing. And we did cosmetic surgeons and movers all in the past, say, month. All right. All right. Split testing. No. Let's move into this. So some bonuses. All right. Full branding. I don't care what version you buy. If you buy the standard or you buy the premium, I will give you the ability to remove our logo and branding and customize so that it becomes yours. Fair? Doesn't matter to me which one you buy. You have to decide what makes sense, cell phone or cell, voice over IP, and land. I'll give you access to our mastermind. We have almost 2,000 members around the world. Really, really smart people in there. So a few of them are on this call, so super smart. And I'm always impressed by the quality of the people, and they just keep getting better and better and better. We also do live events that are free. You don't have to pay or anything. Anyway, so that's your second bonus. Third bonus, I made this software. It's pretty cool. It extracts leads from the Facebook Open Graph, and you can query business name, by types and get email and phone numbers. That's cool. I'm just gonna keep going because I have a lot of cool stuff. I had 6 bonuses, but I'm only gonna give you 5 because the sixth bonus I'm going to give everybody on the call at the very end. So stay tuned. I don't care if you buy or not. I'm going to do it as a courtesy for the reschedule the other day, and I want you to know that I'm grateful and I appreciate it. So, for sale by owner scraper, what is this? I had a bunch of members that were working with real estate agents that said, Brian, can you give me a way to target people that are selling their homes by owner? And I'm like, well, all right, let me think on it. So we created a tool that aggregates from the various for sale by owner sites and allows you to build a list of people by zip code or city that are selling their houses by owner. Right? No, we're not involved or affiliated with Sly Broadcast, Larry, but thank you. It's a similar product. We use 4 methods to deliver. Those guys do 2 simultaneous calls, so it's a little different. Okay. The 5th bonus, I just built this, is brand new. Domain registry scraper. Now, there are some people out there that sell this technology for like $1,000. And it's worth it. But I wanted to give it to any of my members for free, and I only have to pay for it. So we built this thing. It is awesome. I'm scraping Com and Net right now, and I'm going to add a few more registries, top-level like domain registries in. You can pick, do you want to see US and Canada only, England, UK, Australia, New Zealand, Western Europe, or do you want only people that have privacy on? There are people that want that. You can do a date range, and you can do a keyword search. Like you can put video in and look for people that have registered video domains or words like attorney or AC contractor, roofer, etc. And then you can get an exported list of email and phone numbers, you guys. Okay, cool. So these are the bonuses that I put together for all of you. And these are applicable whether you buy the standard or the premium. All right. 6th bonus is removed, so no 6th bonus. Here's a link, but don't go there. I'm going to pull it up. I'm going to go there after I give you one more special incentive. And I will tell you, this is an extremely large webinar. And this incentive may not last, so I didn't realize it'd be this many people. So, yes, this is all about deploying and selling Video Chief to local clients. This is all about a technology and a strategy to get Video Chief actually off your computer, all the done-for-you technology and video, and to actually sell them and turn it into money. But before we go to this link, and I'll go to it for you, I've got something for the first 25. And Joshua, you should have told me I would have made this a little bigger. But for the first 25, I'm going to do this, you guys. And if it goes really fast, I may do an on-the-call extension. I just got to see. I'm going to give you guys 3,500 credits. So what does that mean? The system works on credits. So I'm going to give you enough credits to prospect 17 different campaigns, because I usually do about 200 or so every time. Or you could probably spread that out over a couple months without having to buy any credits. You can land new local clients, SEO, video. I don't really care. You can land these clients. You can go after, these will be universal. You can use them for landline, cell phone, or voice over IP. And I'll give the first 25 people that come on board these credits for free. You won't have to pay extra like everybody else, including my current members. So, before we go to the link, the last special bonus as part of the first 25 is I'm going to give you 1 month done-for-you access. So I have a program. The software is one-time fee, but I have a monthly fee group that I'm going to give you a free account for a month. And what does it do? I have built and continue to build the most elaborate database of businesses, of consumers, of opportunity seekers, every possible category you can think of. Attorneys, yes. All these names you guys are asking, yes, yes, and yes. Anywhere in the US and Canada. We are going, as we roll out UK, Australia, and other countries, it will expand into those countries. I've already started acquiring the data. And why do I do this? Because when you want to send marketing messages, you want to be able to target people. You want to be able to target businesses. You want to be able to target consumers by criteria like, are they a homeowner? Is it a male or a female? How old are they? What's their income? What's the value of their home? I will give you unlimited access to my technology, right? And the last thing, and then we'll go to the link, guys. The last thing is this. My team, I've got a nice team. They're pretty smart. They've been doing it for a few years. They just get better and better. I'm going to have them do for all of you the same thing that all of my platinum monthly fee group people get, which is done for you. So what does that mean? My team will record your marketing message, your script in English or Spanish, male or female. We'll set it up and we'll fire it off for you when you tell us to. You simply fill out a little form in the membership site that says, I want to send to these people, I want to do this, this, and this, and then we'll make it happen for you. We'll also generate the lists for you. While we have a tool that you can search and find everything you want in our database, which is over a terabyte of data, our team will actually do it for you. Leverage our resources to actually sell your videos. So that's kind of my special offer for the first 25 of you guys. So let me go to the link. I want to make it really simple to understand. Hang on a second.
And that is an amazing bonus. I mean, just take things to the next level. So if you're one of the first 25, make sure you jump on it, ASAP, because 25, based on the amount of people that are on here, are going to go very fast.
No, yeah, you ain't kidding. You ain't kidding at all, Joshua. So, all right, you guys. So here we go. These are the same picture I showed you a minute ago. This is the sales page. I just want to explain it to you. Right? All right. You got standard and premium. Right? One is $197. The other one is $297. Okay?
And at that price is really going to go fast.
Yeah, Paul, go ahead and buy. I know I told everybody not to buy. I wanted you to understand the fast action bonus, and I wanted you to hear about it before you bought. And I wanted to make sure you thought it was cool. So now you know about both versions. No hype, just facts. It's right there in black and white. You can look at these and say, hey, Brian, I want the standard, I want the premium. You get all the same bonuses regardless of which one you decide to buy. All right? Yeah, our database is in U.S. and Canadian businesses, consumers, opportunity seekers, everything you can think of. We are rolling out other countries. It's going to be a massive rollout second half of 2017 like you've never seen. Brazil is on the list. Spain is on the list, Neville. France, the UK, Australia, New Zealand, Singapore. We've got a monster list of new countries we're going to roll out. And then we will add in data for all those countries as well. So just so you kind of know what we're doing from the platform perspective. But with the technology, voicedrops.net/Josh, I made it short for you guys, you have the ability to land clients. You have the ability to go after these clients when you want. You have the ability to have them call you. You saw the screenshots. You saw the testimonials. I think you get the gist. If you're like me, you don't really want to talk to all these clients, right? What you would rather do is have the ones that are interested call you. And if they're not interested, why the heck do you want to talk to them? You don't. Let's be honest. Okay.
And guys, once you join, just give us, let us know that you joined in the chat box so we can get just a visual of how many of those 25 spots we have. There's already been several of you that have joined, so once you join us, just post in the chat box so we can sort of check them off. And we'll know as well. We'll double check everything after to make sure that you are one of the first 25. So make sure you post once you join us. And guys, I mean, this is an incredible offer, incredible software, incredible bonuses at an incredible price. I mean, $297, guys. I mean, that is, unheard of for the amount of value that you're getting. So make sure you jump on it and get those amazing bonuses as well.
So Yeah, man, there's a lot of people. So a credit is one message. Somebody's asking, what's a credit, right? A credit is one message. So how much is the monthly? If you, it's optional, but it's 197 a month, Juliet. So Paul said he's in. John is in. All right. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna answer questions, you guys. I have this teed up. I have this teed up right now for you. How many of you understand the technology and you see the power of sending a voicemail and only talking to businesses that want to call you back? If that makes sense to you, let me know. How many of you have questions about that? Let's see. Somebody just said, let's see. How much is each credit? So we do two things. Who is that? William. We charge based on how many you buy, between like 3 and 8 cents. Most people are doing. Welcome, Leonard. Most people are doing the 3 cent option, which is like $100 worth of credits. Um, how many credits do you get? So with the software, you don't get any credits. If you're in the fast action, I'm giving you 3,500 credits on me. That's 3,500 credits that I'm paying for, and you can have them. They don't expire. They don't die, anything like that. But you're going to end up wanting more and more once you see just how smooth it works. Let's see. How long is a message? Williams said. I welcome Lee Williams. I typically like 30-35 seconds, William. You go too long, and here's what happens. You go too long, and you see people just hang up. People are like, oh my God, that person won't shut up, right? So you want to be about 30 seconds. You can go longer if you'd like. I'm just telling you that's what I like. Yeah, Leonard said premium for sure. Um, yep, welcome. Okay, so the link is voicedrops.net. Oh, do you see
Yeah,
it? Don DuBose was asking that.
yeah, I just posted it in the chat box. And Leo just said you got the premium, so welcome aboard, Leo.
Yep, and I see Lee Williams as well. Okay,
Don is trying to get in. Just post the issue that you're having, Don, and I'll try to help you out in the chat.
yeah, we don't scrape. Here's a good question. Can you scrape LinkedIn? We do not, Leonard, because man, those guys are serious about their terms of service in scraping. So we actually built some stuff to scrape it, but they were just suing people right and left, and we decided it wasn't something we wanted to play in. So no, we don't do anything with LinkedIn. We are going to release a Manta scraper later this month as well for everybody. Renata said, to use this technology, do I need to have a keyword or website ranking? No. So what you need is to sell something. So if you have Video Chief and you wanted to sell videos, right, to local businesses so they can have that power of video helping them land clients, you could use this to get the clients. Let's say it happened to be plumbers, to get a plumber to call you back. So that would be how that works. So Robert said, how would it work, Brian, if I'm at a job and I can't call back right away? So what I would do is schedule when your drop hits, so it's near the end of your day, like so mid-afternoon, right? So that you get calls back late afternoon, and then you can just call them back if you miss them, or time it on a Saturday, do them Saturday morning, whatever. But most of the people I know that have jobs are scheduling their drops to happen around 3:30. Robert, let's see.
Bobby just joined us, so great to have you on. Bobby says he got the premium. Awesome.
So yeah, let me clarify, you guys. So it's a one-time payment for the software. Our monthly fee program is 197, right? So the software is one-time fee. If you never want to be in the monthly fee group, you don't have to. We don't make you. There was a time when we did, but we just don't anymore. We've decided now that the people who want to be in it will be in it, and the people that don't, they won't. That's okay. Yeah, you can load your own contacts in, Leonard. Good question. Leonard Morley was asking about loaning his own people. So They say it can take several touches to get a client. What have you found in your tests? So it's a great question from JL. What are you trying to do with the voice drop? All you want is somebody to call you back that's interested in what you're selling. That's it. Now, it's very likely that you're not going to close them on the phone. You may send a proposal. You may get their email and shoot them over a quote for whatever you're selling them, right? And then you are going to follow up. So I would agree with the several touches. You will close some people on the first conversation, but it'll be a minority, not all of them. Are you charged more? Okay, here's a great question. Are you charged for calls that don't connect, disconnected, busy? No. You only pay for successful connects. You don't pay based on the length of the message. You just pay based on one connect. Let's see. Singapore and other countries were rolling out in the second half of 2017. We basically rebuilt the product over the last 6-8 months to basically connect to different carriers around the world. And Singapore's on the list. We've got about 8 or 9 people in Singapore right now. Yes, Veronica, absolutely. Somebody said I want to buy the 197 until I get to the bank. Can I upgrade later? Yeah, we can do that for you, Don. Just put in a ticket, and I'll make sure that you get the original price and you don't have to pay anything extra. Let's see.
Kenneth says he's in.
So,
great to have you on,
our
Kenneth.
monthly fee group, for those that are interested, there's a few questions about that. Why would you want to join it? You get unlimited access to our lists, our databases. You get done for you. So if you're busy or you don't have the time or the energy to kind of do everything, our team will do it for you. You fill out a form and you simply say, hey, I want this drop to go tomorrow at 5 o'clock. And you fill out all the fields, you're done. You also get 3,500 credits a month for that as well. So you get access to the data, you get a team to do the work for you, and you get credits. Renata said, Brian, how did you get paid $22 per call? Well, I had sold an insurance agent, Renata, where the deal was every qualified call, which was over a minute, I got paid $22. And so that was how that worked. I want to outsource, so how is that handled? So, William, if you wanted to outsource and you're in the monthly fee group, you just fill out a form, and our team will do all the work for you. You don't have to go externally. Our team will handle it for you. Welcome, Kenneth Albrecht. Let's see. Mario said, Brian, after I pay, can I pay as I go for credits? Yes. I'm in Australia. How would this be an advantage for me? Welcome, Daniel Woodward. So if you want clients, whether in the US, Canada, and very soon we'll release in Australia, you would use the product the same way, Carrie. How many calls can you make for the $197 a month fee? You have 3,500 credits built in. If you did 200, John Young, if you did 200 at a time, that would be like 17 days of prospecting. That is more than any one of us really wants to do in a month. So you have more than enough to cover all the prospecting you would ever want to do in a month.
Charlie says, I'm in at premium.
Moving callers online. Yes, we've done some split testing and data on that. The results are definitely lower, Leonard, but you can do it for sure. Welcome, Charlie, came in at the premium level. Yeah, we're bringing in all of Western Europe, Kirby. So if you're in the Netherlands, you're going to be fine. I was just in Sweden last week, and Sweden's on the list as well. No, there's no payment plan. It's a $197 or a $297 for the software, and then we give you the free month of our monthly fee group. You can decide to do the group or not do the group. It doesn't affect whether you have the software. Welcome, John Young.
And remember, guys, if you're one of the first 25, you get the bonuses.
Australia, Irene said. Yeah, Australia is one of the countries that are coming. We may release that later in July. I haven't decided when to roll it out. UK is going to be the first one, though, just to be clear. We've hit 17 or 18 right now, Daniel Woodward, so there's a few left. If you guys are on the fence and you want the 3,500 free credit, now is your time. Renee said I was at dinner and only heard part of the call. Totally understand, Renee. Yeah, no, so it is one time, no monthly. We have an optional monthly, but not required. How much do you suggest to sell? Let me defer this one to Joshua. Joshua said, how much do you suggest to sell the video services? What would you charge typical local client, Joshua, for some of the Video Chief stuff?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there's several ways that you can go about it. Can you hear me okay? Hello?
I think he's on mute, you guys. Hang on. He'll be back in a second, I suspect.
Hold on.
I would typically think, based on what other people said, Renata, you're looking on the low end, $300 to $500. Depending on the niche, you may be at $1,000. For $197, Brian, it looks real. How do we arrange it? Paul, what do you mean? How do you sign up? Just use the voicedrops.net/Josh. Welcome, Daniel Woodward, who just came on. Do you get the 3,500 credits every month? Yes. Everybody in the recurring group gets the credit.
Test.
Gets the list, and gets the full done for you. You all get it for free, so you don't have to pay anything to try it out. You don't have to pay a nickel. Any payment plan, then upgrade later. Honestly, I don't have one, Miguel. Message Joshua and let him know what you're looking for. If there's a way I could accommodate, I'd be glad to try to help you. But right now, I really just have the one price, $197 or $297. Let's see. How many credit monthly? Yeah, 3,500 credits. Okay, here's William has a good question. William Trinkner. Brian, do you offer a list of numbers like all the plumbers in Tennessee, etc.? And can we separate? Yeah, the software would separate mobile from landline, right?
Testing. Can you hear me?
And we can, yeah, you can say, hey, do the landline in the evening, right? And you could say mobile during the day. Yes to that. You could, let's see, in the DFY, do you call back for us as well? No, we don't actually. All we do in the DFY is send out the job as if we work for you. So if you said, Brian, send this list of 217 contractors on Wednesday at 10 a.m., our team will make the script for you. You know, you can pick one of ours. They'll record the script, they'll load it up, and they'll have it ready to go for you.
Hey, Brian, can you hear me?
Yes, Ralph, if you're in the group, you get the 3,500 credits monthly.
I don't think Brian can hear me for some reason.
Yeah, so we give you the ability to add sub-accounts. So if you had 10 new local clients that came on board, right?
This is weird.
You had 10 clients that came on board. You can have unlimited clients. There's no fee to add clients. You can have accounts in your version. You can have other people on your team. You know, your VA or whomever can also have a login. The sub accounts would be used for individual clients if you wanted to give them access.
Hey, Brian.
Yes, Dave Wilcox. What is with Peru? I have to look on the list, Eric, on that one. I'm not 100%, but I'll look and I'll let Joshua know.
You gotta love GoToWebinar.
Let's see. Yeah, so for those of you in the UK, I see a few of you asking. If you guys, some of them are saying, should I come on now or should I wait? We can do the done for you in the UK. I just haven't released the UI with the UK. So if you want us to deliver it for you, we can do those right now for you. That was Jeff Lord. Yep, Daniel, you're in on the bonuses. No, that's totally fine on the price. How fine can you break down the list, Paul said. For example, if you wanted to target, okay, so let's split it a couple ways. You can do businesses by SIC code, by geography, by business type, etc., right? Keyword. On the consumer side, you can do basically demographic data. So what does that mean? Male, female, homeowner, renter, value of the house, how much income do they make, and there's a few other fields. I don't have like the kind of low-level Facebook ad data like BMW owner who has a 5 to 10-year-old car. I wouldn't have that. There's specialty lists. You can buy those out there, but I've concentrated primarily on raw business data. Now, I will tell you, we do a heck of a lot of work in the automotive space, Paul. And I know you might be asking from an insurance standpoint, but we've got a ton of scripts and data in the automotive and insurance space, and we kind of show you how to attack those. Um, yes, Tim Cook, you can join now and delay doing. You don't have to do any monthly. Let's see. Wait a minute. So you guys hear Josh? I don't hear him.
Yeah, well, I guess
guys, I can hear it. You guys cannot hear each other, but we can hear you both. Thanks, Anna. Let me see, Josh. Josh, I'm going to mute myself. I wonder if that would let me mute me and see if you can talk. Try it.
All right. Testing, testing. Yeah, so I just want to quickly address the question of the Video Chief, how you go about Video Chief. There's pretty much.
I hear you.
Crazy. Now you can hear me? No? All right. All right, so let me. Yeah.
I don't hear a thing. I see it in the chat. I don't hear you at all. Yeah, it's pretty hilarious, you guys. All right, I'm gonna.
All right, cool.
I'm gonna answer questions, and I mean, go to webinar. You guys, a necessary evil. It's one of those things that when it works, it's phenomenal. It's better than everything else out there. When it doesn't work, it's a nightmare. Like this one, right? Yeah, Thursday night comedy, courtesy of Brian and Josh, you guys. So let's see.
Yeah, so real quick, I'll try to talk over him real quick about the Video Chief.
Let's see.
Is he trying to message me? All right.
All right. I'm missing it.
Okay.
We're better than Netflix. I want to get paid by Anna. I need to get paid for that.
Perfect. So okay. for Video Chief,
I sent him a message. Let's see if he calls me. I can put him on speaker.
Is he? Oh, I don't have my phone on me. Crap. All right, 1 second. Let me go grab my phone. Hold on.
Thanks, Vita. Hey, Josh, I'm going to be quiet. Josh is going to answer a pricing question. Let me be quiet. Thanks, Vita.
Testing. Okay. So real quick, some of you asked about how. Well, I'm seeing two questions. How to go about the Video Chief? There's pretty much several ways that you can go about it. Number one, you can go straight, flat out, sell the videos right away. $4.97 is a great price point for the videos inside of Video Chief. That is one. Boom, go directly for the sale. Number two, you can do it by offering it cheaper. So you can sort of price it at $4.97 and tell them, look, I'll give you a discount, sell it for $97, and offer that as kind of like a hook of getting them in the front door, and then upsell them something else. You can also do a little bit of a different strategy and offer it to them for free. But upsell them right away. Be like, look, I've created a video for you. Or you can, put something like a preview over it or something, or you can just send it to them for free right away, and tell them, here's a free video you can use for your business, and I can help you get leads for that video as well, and upsell them like that. So there's several different ways you can go about it. It all is going to come down to your personality type. There's some of you that like to lead with value. There's going to be some of you that like to go straight for the sale right away. So it's really going to depend on how you go about it. I'm a person that I like to lead with value. I'm not really a hard salesy type of person. So I like to, get a little bit creative, show the client first that I can provide value for them, and then, upsell them something else after that. Or if, a good way that you can do it as well is like, oh, if you want to customize this video a little bit, then, then you can upsell them there and say, look, you can have this video as is. If you want to make any changes, let me know, and then boom, and then you charge them however much it is to customize it like that. All right, and someone else asked how this works for Video Chief. Brian's offer, pretty much he covered that as well. you can use this software to, generate an insane amount of leads. I mean, you saw how many calls and stuff him and some of his customers were generating. Once you have the leads coming in, the sales is pretty much, that is the easy part. Once you have leads coming in, you can sell anything and anything that comes to your mind. You can sell the video chief videos. You can, sell SEO services right away. You can sell leads, like Brian was saying, that selling leads is very hot right now. So once you have the leads coming in with his software, I mean, it's the sky's the limit pretty much of what you can sell. And the good thing is that once you get that client to pull out that credit card initially, that's it. From that point forward, pretty much the box is open. You can go ahead and continue selling that person different services once they're in the door with you. So I just wanted to address those two, and then
Hey Josh, can you hear me?
There we go. I can hear you.
I went and dialed in on a landline since the GoToWebinar. It was like all of a sudden, I don't think, obviously we didn't hear each other, but I finally saw the Q&A box with tons of comments, and apparently it was pretty. I'm gonna have to play that replay, you guys.
Yeah, that's gonna be hilarious. That's gonna be hilarious, man. Tim is saying he's in at premium, so awesome. I think we might be running low on those 25 bonuses, so make sure you guys.
I think you're at 20. Hang on a second, I'll refresh. 22. So you got 3 left right now, you guys. And yeah, at the very end, I'll give out a free gift to everybody at the end, you guys, and you're gonna love the gift. It's better than the one I even gave you at the beginning. And I'm gonna give Josh the links. Let him mail them out to everybody. At his end. Yeah, comedy hour is over, and I know. I mean, it's gotta be bummed. So the price doesn't go up after the 25 Hurwitz. The only thing is we gave a special bonus for the first 25 of 3,500 credits. Figure a credit has a hard cost of about 3 cents, so you're talking about $100 roughly. So the first 25 are going to get all these credits they're going to use to market and to land clients, whether it's video clients or Facebook or anything else you want to do. Let's see.
For people who are asking what my email is, it's support@zamuraiblogger.com. If you get any of my emails, you can just reply to those emails, and that goes directly to my support email. So that's probably the easiest way to go about it.
Let's see. I saw somebody said it's expensive. Well, it's $197 or $297, Carlos. So it's all relative. If you get one client at $500, I would say it was actually cheap. Let's see. All right. Guys, there's so many good questions in here. Let me skip past all the comedy. All right. So, all right. Here was a good one. Somebody said, can I upgrade later? We answered that. Yes, I'll do that for you guys. We talked about the lists. So one of the real power when you're marketing, the list is everything. When you're doing email marketing, the quality of your email list is absolutely, it's very, very important, right? When you're sending voice messages, imagine if you were trying to send voice messages to a dentist, but instead you got a bunch of random businesses. So it's very, very important that the data on the front end is good. Because if you have this message and it talks about getting, you can help them get more Invisalign patients, well, you want to make sure it gets to dentists and not chiropractors, right? So the data is so important. And if you could go from all of you that said, 80% of you said you had between 0 and 5 clients. If you could somehow break free and get to that 15, 20, 30 client mark, you know what happens? You remember the slide at the beginning with the bills and the debt? It all starts to go away. If you want to go hit the ATM or you got a $30-something $100 refrigerator, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, when the money's flowing, you don't have to stress out about it. It's amazing how it works. Somebody said 3,500, Jean-Luc Charbot. Let's see. Don Dubose, you're fine. I'll honor it for you. Mario is in. Mario C is in. Let's see. Mel said, yeah, going for the sell. It's an interesting comment from Mel Lauren. I really want to help business owners, but going for the sale has been tough. Seems like dentists are hammered all the time and are removing themselves from my list and not really wanting what I have to offer. I've been using email marketing, right? Anyway, and struggling. So, Mel, you bring up a good point, right? There's competition. And, you know, with some of the email and other methods, you're right. People do opt out. It happens. It definitely happens all the time. But remember what you're doing here. You're sending messages knowing that the vast majority of the people are going to hit the delete button. And then all you care about, let's say you sent 200, just to keep the math easy, and you got 15% that called you back. So 85% hit delete. 15% of 200 is 30. So that you care about those 30 people. And you just continue to drill down, and you will close business. Let's see. Okay, do we need to buy credits after we use up the credits? Yes. Let's see.
William was asking. Yeah, all right, cool. You see that?
Yeah, we have, to the best of my knowledge, a pretty comprehensive database of all the plumbers in Tennessee. Matter of fact, I'm going to tell you guys. Why don't I do that right now? And we're still going to do some questions, but the sixth bonus, the special bonus that I decided to take off, I'm just going to give it to Josh. I'm going to package it up and give to him. So let me see. Am I showing my screen? Are we showing? Let's see.
Yeah, you're showing your screen.
All right. Let's see. So there is a company called Home Advisor. I don't know if you guys have heard of these guys, but they're really big. They've got 50,000 odd accounts, right? And they're basically, all these contractors are clients of theirs, right? And these contractors pay Home Advisor money. They pay money for leads on a regular basis, right? So I took some time to create something, right, that I knew that my members would like, I knew that I wanted, and I don't want to tell how I did it, but I created a list, a master list. Let's see if I can make this thing open. I usually do it inside the database. What I did is build a list of every single contractor that's paying Home Advisor money. So why would you want that list? Well, as an example, I've got their phone number, their emails, everything you could want. It's like 50 some odd thousand records. These are people that they see the value in marketing. They know they need leads. They know they want this kind of business, and they hate this company, Home Advisor. Yet, they're kind of the 800-pound gorilla in the lead gen space for contractors. It'd be easy for you to email them, use voice drops to market to them. And I'm going to give all of you on the call a copy of this database that I built of all the contractors that pay Home Advisor money. Because then what I want you to do is I want you to market to them. You've got Video Chief, you've got Facebook training, I suspect. You've got a lot of stuff that you probably can sell. Now you have a target-rich group by zip code, by area. You can find people right in your town that are paying this company, Home Advisor. So now there's no guesswork. You know what they're paying. You know, because Home Advisor publishes how much their leads are. You can see how much these guys are paying. And now you'll have a full database of people you can target. And it's my gift to you for being on the call, all of you that are on the call at the end. There's still hundreds of you here, and I appreciate that. And I know with Anna was kidding us with the comedy, Josh and I. But at the end of the day, we appreciate your time. It's the least we can do. So you're going to get the email split test course, and as a free gift, you're also going to get the entire Home Advisor database. And that's only available right now for those of you guys here. And I'm going to give it to Josh, and he can put it on his own site. And however you want to do it, Josh, you can just give it out to him, whatever the easiest way is.
Yeah, talk about some hot leads, though, man. Those are a list of buyer leads, guys. People that have pulled out their credit card and paid for something. All right, so I mean that there is an invaluable bonus that you're getting there. I mean, all of these people have paid for something, and like you said, you can narrow it down all the way down to your area, and get as creative as you want, and really target them and make some good money because these people have paid for some kind of service or advertising. Um, and I lost my train of thought, but yeah. Definitely a great bonus.
You guys will love this because Josh hit it on the head, man. These guys are paying a ton of money. My little brother owns an AC company. He typically pays $600 to $800 every month, and he doesn't even do that much with Home Advisor. People are paying $1,000 or more. So yeah, everybody's going to get the list, and I'm giving it to Josh. He'll give it out to everybody, but I'm sure you're definitely going to get it from him. No,
yeah, I'll make sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna make sure the email split course. I'm gonna package it over to Josh, and then I'm gonna give, as soon as we hang up, Josh, I'll hit you in Facebook so you have this and you can put it somewhere for everybody.
Perfect.
Renata, yes, I'll do that for you. Renata, we actually just hit the 25. We actually hit 28. It looks like. For those of you that are on the fence, while we're on the call, out of respect for how many of you were here, I will extend the fast action and the free credits while we're on the call live. Hey, Matthew. Oh, man, it's been a long time. I remember your name for sure. Good to hear from you.
Nice. And that's I mean, you can't get any more generous, man. A huge list of buyers, extending the bonuses till we get off. So, guys, make sure that you get on there. I mean, we're going to be on here probably another 5 or 10 minutes or so. So make sure you get in there because, the first 25 have already expired. But Brian is being kind enough to extend it until we get to the end of the call, and as a reward for those of you that have stayed here. And Leo just joined us, so great to have you on, and Renata just joined us as well, so great to have you guys on.
Yeah, Angie's List is a new one I'm building. Our members will have it for free. Angie's List, that's so funny you asked that, Leonard, but we are. So Manta is another one we're doing right now. Let's see. Robert, that was Home Advisor. That's Home Advisor's customers. We did a little bit of research and we put together every single contractor that pays them for leads. So, well, listen, you guys, I don't want to hype you. I just want you to know that if you don't have any clients, if you're kind of frustrated, and if you struggle with the sales side, right? If that sounds like you, that's what this is designed to do. Matter of fact, one of you guys, Anna, who's here on the call, and Vita, have both been down to live events here in Atlanta, and Anna crushed it out. I mean, she's got a lot of clients. Same thing, Vita. Vita's been down to a couple things that we've done down here. At the end of the day, what's our goal? Our goal is that your phone rings with people who want to buy whatever you're selling. So in this case, video. Maybe it's Facebook. Maybe it's websites. We don't really care. Personally, I think if you have a slick product, right, you have Video Chief and you have this done for you, video is hot. It has a very high perceived value. I would personally lead with that. But as you deliver value for that business owner, you've got other things you could sell them. I showed you the stats at the beginning on how business owners want, right? What do they want? They want one person to sell them stuff. They don't. Most smaller businesses don't want to have 4 different salespeople selling them stuff at all. So just keep that in mind. It's very, very simple, very easy. So I don't want to give you any fluff or anything like that. But at the end of the day, every single day you should be selling. You should be putting prospects in your funnel every day. Somebody said, Brian, what if they don't buy from me? It's a fair question. What if they don't? Let me tell you what I do. Because not everybody buys every time you talk to somebody. I mean, that only happens in internet marketing la la land, right? It doesn't happen in the real world, you guys. Come on. But here's what you do. So Joshua says, Joshua blew me off. Like, you're going to tell me, Brian, I'm not really interested. Just push back for a second, and I'll show you exactly what to say.
Yeah, Brian, right now, I'm not really interested in that. Thank you.
No, I totally understand. Joshua, look, why don't you give me your email address? I'll shoot you some information. You can look at it later. If it makes sense, give me a call later. But I'll be glad to send it over. You can look at it at your own convenience. What's your address again? And
Support,
it's that easy, guys.
yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah. All you do, you get their email address, and what are you going to do? You're going to build a list. Now you got a guy who's not interested today. It doesn't mean never, but instead of turning that, you got to take that lemon and make lemonade. That's all you have to do. Once you get these people in your list, what do you do then? You shoot them an email. Why do you do that? Because they might be interested later. If
Or
you
they
have
might,
a list of
they
50,
might know someone.
yeah, and maybe you make them an offer. I'll be happy to do X, Y, and Z for you if you can refer 3 clients or something like that. If you have a list, if you could build a list of targeted business owners and you're communicating with them on a regular basis, you will sell stuff. You will make money. It's guaranteed, 100% guaranteed. But you have to get the list. And when you talk to somebody, they're either going to be very interested or they're going to kind of pull back. And if they pull back, don't fight them. You don't need to fight them. All you do is, hey, Josh, I totally understand. Thank you very much. Let me get your email and I'll shoot you some follow-up info. If it makes sense later, just give me a ring. You know what most people do? They give you their email address. Why? They just want to get off the phone. And they're like, wow, all I have to do is give them my email and I can hang up. It's pretty easy.
I love it.
Doesn't get any easier than that.
And one thing I want to mention as well is, just get used to hearing the word no. I mean, that the quicker you get used to that and the quicker you collect the no's, the more yeses you're going to get. Just think of it like that. Every no you get, it gets you that much closer to a yes, because if you get enough no's, I promise you, you will get some yeses. It's those people that are willing to just continue pushing forward, because like Brian says, I mean, it happens. I mean, people are going to tell you no. People are going to be mean to you. People are going to be rude to you. I mean, it's just part of the sales process, and that's why we get paid so handsomely when we get people that say yes, because we stick it through. We find those people that are willing to pay for our services, and we're able to charge what we feel our time is worth. So those of you that are on here and you're scared of getting that no, just continue getting them. I mean, the more no's that you collect, the more yeses you're gonna get. So and anytime you get a no, I'd say you celebrate. Thank them. Be like, thank you. Okay, now you know that you're that much closer to getting a yes.
I love it. Yeah, this is John Young said, hey guys, this is just dropping on voicemail only, right? Yes. So the premise, John, let me hit it again. The premise is most of us, man, we don't want to sell. I don't know about you guys. I'm not out to sell. I want to talk to people that are interested, right? When somebody's interested, holy shit, man, I'm pretty good. I've gotten good over the years, right? But if they're not interested, God, it's a painful call to talk to somebody that really didn't want to talk to me, or to walk in and to be in that uncomfortable situation. I'm not really interested in that. So what do? It's pretty easy. We deliver a message to their voicemail. So you can do it by niche. You can do random businesses by area code. We can do whatever you want. And when you deliver a message, maybe it talks to that specific niche. Like we did cosmetic surgeons a few weeks ago. Why? Because a lot of members want to market to cosmetic surgeons. Now, there's a gatekeepers and stuff like that, so the callback rate is like 5 to 7%. But you know what? Where else can you message 80 cosmetic surgeons and get 4 to 6 of them to call you back? It doesn't get any easier. Who cares about all the ones that didn't call you? You don't care. All you care about is that you got 5 or 6 hot leads. Or in some cases, like realtors and insurance, you're going to get 20 and 30, because those guys, they know the value of a lead. Their business depends on it, and it's very, very easy to do. So that's the technology. That's why we made it. If you aren't filling the top of your sales funnel with leads on a regular basis, you're never going to make any money. And that's just the harsh reality. That's why we built this, because there's a big disconnect out there. There's a lot of cool shit, right, from a technology standpoint, but the salesy stuff is hard. So this is about as easy as it gets to have people that are interested, whether they're super interested or kind of interested. At the very least, they're interested, and we can get them to call you. And that's all this is. Nothing more, nothing less. Now, what did we do to make it better? We built an amazing database of every kind of phone number you could ever want, right? We did that for businesses, for consumers, for business opportunity seekers. We built this database. We then offered done for you with script recording, full service, everything you can think of. And then as a bonus that's going to end in just a second, we gave those of you on the call 3,500 free credits that sign up. I had it at the first 25, but there's honestly a heck of a lot of people here, and I haven't even refreshed. So we're happy to honor that for you. So that's the product. That's the technology. When you combine it with Video Chief, right? When you combine it, so you've got a 1-2 punch. Now you have a methodology that's proven. You saw 20 or 30 examples. You have a methodology that will allow you to get clients. Now you've got something to sell. You've got something with a really high perceived value. You easily can get $300 to $500. There are some of you charging $1,000. It's the only difference between the two is a confidence issue. You could get 1,000 or you can get 500. The only difference is how confident you are, and most of you guys know that. So that's the way to kind of package these things together so that you actually make money with what you're buying. Because I've seen it. The stuff's pretty good, but it's only good if you sell it, right? Otherwise, it's just some really cool stuff that you have access to. So Joshua and I are like, sell it, get it out there, and make money.
Yeah, absolutely. Serene is in at the premium, so great to have you in, Serene. A couple of things that I want to touch on as well. Mel, you brought up a great point. Would you follow up with the no's using voice drops? I'm sure Brian does this as well, but yeah, I mean, every month or two, drop them a voice drop. If the people that are on that follow-up list that haven't paid you, just stay in front of them. Just like that statistic that people say you have to make a contact 5 to 7 people have to see your stuff 5 to 7 times before they make a purchase on average. Usually in the sales process, stay in front of them. Okay, just like Brian said, just because they say no doesn't mean it's a no forever. Once they need your services, if you continue to just stay on top of them, drop them a voice drop every now and then, they're gonna know who to call. Okay, that's why all these these companies, they're always advertising on the radio. They always use the same jingle, the same phone number, the same catchy stuff, because they know that they're just staying in front of you. They're staying in front of your eyes, in your ears. And if you do that, boom, drop them every so often, drop a voice drop, you're just going to constantly be that go-to person once they do need that service. And a couple of people are also still having trouble understanding the pricing. Guys, it's a one-time payment for everything you just saw, the software, the bonuses, everything that we're offering tonight is a one-time payment. The only thing that is an optional monthly fee is the additional group that Brian mentioned. But what you're getting today is just a one-time fee, and if you choose to, optionally, you can join that group for $197 a month. But the software, the bonuses, everything is just a one-time payment like you see on the page.
Awesome. Well, listen, you guys, I think we've answered all the questions. I appreciate it. I even gave you some free comedy with us talking over each other. So we did everything we could to provide value and amuse you at the same time. And it was crazy. So listen, thank you guys very much. Don Dubose, I see your message. I see about your daughter. Perfect. Yes, we can separate the mobile and the landline, William. Absolutely. Listen, you guys, I want to tell you guys thank you very much. I want to really say thank you to Joshua and apologize, obviously, for GoToWebinar telling me to talk over you. But at the end of the day, thank you very much and for having me on the call tonight. Thanks.
Yeah, thank you, Brian. And for those of you that are still on, I'm going to leave the screen up for a bit. I'll close it down here in the next 2 minutes or so that you guys can still qualify for that bonus. I'll answer a few questions in the chat box. But once I shut it down, remember, those bonuses will be expiring. So thank you, Brian. And I'll stay on here on mute and I'll answer some questions in the chat box. But once I hit end, which will be probably the next 2 or 3 minutes, those bonuses will be gone. So thanks, Brian, and have a great night, everyone.
Thank you again, Joshua. Thanks, everybody. I appreciate you. Bye-bye.